Hey everybody, this is Brian Helmick from BetweenTheLicks.com. I'm here to teach you all a couple bass lines today, and we're really going to stay in the key of A today, so don't worry about changing keys. So we're going to start off first with the most simple one. This is the most simple blues bass line you can get, and it just sits on the root of the chord and just plays out a shuffle feel. So here we go. Just like that. Nothing's really changing. It's kind of boring. Moving up to the D. But it gives a lot of room for stuff to go on above it. And that's really the bassist's job, is to leave room, but to keep the foundation solid. Up to the E, D, back to the A. And then starting over, you just do the same thing. Now that one's pretty much the easiest one you can do. Sometimes it's easy to get lost in it, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. You're just staying on one note. Probably the most popular blues bass line is definitely the root, the third, and the fifth, and it sounds like this. Sounds familiar. This is a very Texas Flood from Stevie Ray. A lot of songs use this though. Now moving up to that 4 chord, the D. Same pattern. Back down to the I chord, or the A. The E, or the 5 chord. The D, or the 4 chord. And then back to the A again. And then that's starting over, do the exact same pattern. Now that one's pretty popular. You'll see that a lot in many blues styles. But another one we could do is the drop blues, and that one has the exact same feel. It's a 4-note pattern, just like that classic blues we just played a second ago. But it's dropping, according to its name. It's quite accurate. It just drops in the bass line. So here we go. It goes like this. Going from the root, the flat 7th, the 6th, and the 5. And now we're going to go up to that D, or the back to the A. Now we're going to go up to that E, D. We're all using the same pattern. Back to that A. Start over again. That one also is pretty simple. It's a pretty popular one too. You'll find that one in Pride and Joy. It plays that, but there is some stuff in between. But the basic outline is the same. Mary Had a Little Lamb. You know, a lot of these Stevie Ray songs, they come straight from there because they're such classic lines, and he knew it, and that's why he played them. So we're going to go to a B.B. King kind of style, and it's kind of the slow minor, but it's a straight feel without that shuffle. And we're going to stay in minor, but it's going to stay in A, but we're going to go minor key. So here we go. It goes like this. Has that little bump note that leads into the root and the fifth. D, and it really doesn't matter what octave you play those notes in. Go into the A, the E there, the D, back to the A there, and starting on. So that one's a pretty popular one. I played that one a little bit fast and a little percussion kind of stuff in there. You don't have to do that. You can always slow it down according to whatever style you want. So another popular one, if you want to speed it up though, is the bouncing blues. And this one follows this pretty popular pattern, and it's pretty easy, but as you speed up, it gets a little tough, and it'll wear your hand out. So you want to practice this one. So here you go. This is a bouncing blues, once again, in A. Has a familiar feel to it. Going to that D. Back to the A. To the E there. D again. Back to A to finish it off, and just starts all over again. So there are 4 basic lines, and then that 5th one, which was just playing the root over and over again. Basically 5 lines for you to use to spice up some of the stuff that you do, and you can always mix them up. and get the style that you want, or the effect you want, depending on where you're at in the song. If you want a little more color tone, you would use before you would use. But if you want something real driving, you might want to stick with that. Or if you want something that really kind of feels, bouncy and happy, you'd want to use that one. If you want something minor, use that one. It just depends on what you want. So just pick those out, practice those, and give them a shot. Practice makes perfect. So keep going. Get that hand used to playing a lot of notes repeatedly, because that's what bass does. It has to be right on the money. So thanks for watching my lesson. There'll be more coming up, so you have a good day.